can continue watching it and rejoin me after if you're not interested, but this is the game that we are choosing to watch here on this stream.
Regardless, BLG, they're known for this sort of play, so I love
Here we have it, BLG versus MKOI. I think that the parity and the excitement from both sides is the most interesting. Maybe we would have continued it with Gam if they kept the lead up, but I think that game is finished.
Remembering that once upon a time,
ooh, Vex. Where did Vex come from? So this is Vex top lane, of course, for Myrwn into Ambessa. If they pick Akali here, BLG, they're just making this into the best Vex game of all time.
Last pick now left.
Vex, this is a Vex top lane into Ambessa. It's a Myrwn classic for those who don't know.
They were making Knight blind pick a little bit.
What is Vi doing in this comp? What she does in every comp. Unironically, guys, I think that MKOI's draft is not bad. Unironically. This Vex has insane value. this Vex has crazy value. Anivia top? No, this is Vex top. Guys, you don't know the EU teams like I do, bro.
Sometimes
what are we talking about?
There we go.
It's Myrwn playing Vex.
Well, exactly. It's stack up super fast. And
well, unironically, I think MKOI have a decent draft.
And so it just became incredibly obnoxious.
This is hold Vex, yeah. Draw one on hold.
And brawl and just deny something like the Ambessa. Her usual
there you have it.
Because
obviously, I think BLG is 10 times the team MKOI is, but I do like MKOI's draft.
If you do that, Vex goes, fantastic, more fears. And that gets really, really interesting. And the question will be, for BLG, how much prep do they have into a Vex top?
Oh, wow, the second stage is actually legit, bro. I thought they playing in some closet, bro. I have gotten two... I have gotten two, what's it called? Institutionalized by LEC and LCS, bro. The second stage is actually legit, bro. Did Bin lose weight? Yeah, bro. He went on the Hollywood maxing, bro. I don't know, bro. Completely Hollywood. Opinion on NASDAQ 100. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like AI is kind of a bubble, but the whole economy is so propped up, so maybe it will never die, because if it does, everything falls apart. So maybe it will always be artificially propped up. So who knows?
Second game today here at EWC 2026. B-Stream specifically.
Love it. B-Stream, best stream, baby.
Absolutely. Well, I'm here. Of course it is. Come on now.
That's exactly right.
Not in any way arrogant or overconfident. I'm a humble man.
Now, I want to talk to you about these teams right now.
Yes.
Lay out for the folks at home. What are the
jet lag, exhaustion versus MKOI.
That's going to be a little
question is, who the hell did MKOI practice against, bro, during this entire time? Because I know the LEC team started screaming like a week ago, you know?
Knight on average is putting on something like 7 kills a game, on average. This man has been the best performing player in the world, pretty much universally agreed. He has been unreal of late. And of course, been on the Ambessa, you get him snowballing. That'll be great news. I think for the side of MKOI, yeah, he got super on the Ezreal, so talented on that, but it'll be looking to get Elyoya on this Vi roll.
No, I'm telling you guys that these teams...
The engine for MKOI.
Like, I'm not posing that question to you guys as a question to mention every team on Earth. I'm saying, like, LEC teams started screaming quite late and recently, you know? Alright, so this is a Myrwn Classic, guys. Myrwn Classic. A little Vex top lane into Ambessa, who's obviously very dash heavy. For those who don't know, Vex works in a way where when somebody dashes in her vicinity, Gloom is stacked on them, and she can then do passive damage and then stack her Doom with the Gloom. An issue with Vex, sadly, is the fact that champions that dash a lot, you don't get to proc it fast enough. I've literally never seen Myrwn play Vex. Yeah, but who cares about you have seen and not seen? Myrwn has done it, bro.
This is the level 3 gank that I wanted in game 1, but I didn't get.
You had an attempt here, and again, the Lee Sin attempts to make things happen. Doesn't quite get that much there. It's only the heal really burned from Alvaro, but still good. There's the hook after, though, and now maybe...
Supa? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this, Supa? You know, we tanked the gank. Lee was behind. Why did we keep going?
find these snakes in these
Why?
bushes,
Why?
they will chomp
Why?
hard.
You know better than most. I mean,
What
you're
are you
the
doing?
Yeah, that's true. I'm no stranger to snakes in my backyard.
All right,
That's
Jojopyun.
okay. But
Trading
still,
back. Torrent
Cassiopeia
doing a lot of
leading
work
up
here.
those
Heavy lifting for
Viper
Knight.
so strong already. Getting these
That's
little
very
Viper
disappointing,
towards
bro.
us, for it back relatively soon.
Gum
But still,
T1 is
Supa
6-7.
Getting taken out this
Nice,
early,
bro.
they're going to be taking that back foot, and we were really hoping them to be a big damage dealer.
We really were, and the more we're looking at this comp as well, we came in a little bit hot and heavy there with some fun picks, particularly from MKOI at the end of that draft.
Supa.
I'm looking at this draft a little bit more, and you're seeing,
Elyoya.
actually, theoretically, there's Prio in a lot of lanes. Knight's about to
Knight getting
face check
caught.
someone.
Ooh, the fact that Knight lives that is crazy, by the way.
Jojo has to flash too as well.
Ooh,
Looking for
Jojopyun.
more. They go down into
Alvaro
the
double
taking
heals.
it out is on
And
someone.
Anivia
Nice.
TP's out. Holy moly, look at that egg.
Still, 3v1. TP was used to get out of there, but now they've slowed it down.
Nice pick.
That's Ryanair right there.
MKOI, it got pretty spicy. Got the egg off Jojo, but they couldn't commit as Alvaro on that reset gets
Okay,
over.
not too shabby,
Wraps her
not
up,
too
but
shabby.
fighting over it shouldn't
Nautilus
interfere,
flash
though.
forward, they got a
Knight's
kill.
reset, this'll be a smite
Elyoya
best for BLG.
gets an assist, and if he gets these chickens, he's in a really good state, you know? Because at least Shun, you wasted a lot of time to kill Supa in the bot lane.
Not the end of the world.
Jojo
Did he need to
teleports back
TP?
in,
Probably
gets the
not.
stun. Knight does have his back in drop. He goes in.
Hey!
What are we doing?
Hey!
Turn. Pick up there by
Oh.
Shun, able to capitalize.
Yeah, that one.
Crucial detail for Knight, guys, is when you ask yourself, why did he do this? The issue is, his wave was freezing into Anivia's side, and she TP'd back already.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but
So
still,
him
it's
trading
still
1-for-1 like
only
this
2 kills
isn't the worst, because he would lose so much
Only a
CS.
slight gold lead heading over to MKOI,
Like,
but
guys, the
again,
outcome of the
very
fight on mid was
just
really bad
slow
for
down
Knight.
the pace of the
Really
game.
bad.
We need to take
The
a
wave
step
was
back and
frozen.
say, where is the next point of intact?
Couple notes here. Knight held his TP.
Help me help you,
Jojo
guys.
just came in TP back, so Knight still has that reset. It's also Knight. He's got a dark.
It's the same with people blaming BB's Rumble when Caps literally ran it the hell down. Gotta look at the nuance of the game, you know? Look at the wave right now for Knight. He has to fight. He has to fight.
These plays happen. That was just a touch far from the superstar of BLG, but hey, Shun's there to punish back.
Look, not the end of the world. It's still any team's game here right now as they're slowing down the pace. But now we're
So
looking
hard
at
to
this
take
top
B1
side.
seriously after watching all those
Easy to
BO5s?
keep up
Yeah.
relatively okay. They're only a wave down into this Vex, but
Well, it gives us a chance to breathe, you know, a little bit,
Supa able to get out of there.
to enter into the tournament.
Super buffering well with the arcane shift, and yeah,
It
that's
does,
the
it does feel like we can
Melee top,
get a relaxed start,
melee mid,
relaxed
Cassiopeia
start
bot into
coming into the
Ezreal,
tournament.
gonna be able to fight
I
for
think
that
that's
priority
nice.
pretty well. It's been about an even enough matchup there, but that top side prio, theoretically,
I'm so
is
jealous
giving
of
a
people
lot
that
of
have
platform
the
for Yoya
dragon
to get a bit of a
scimitars and
snowball
icon.
rolling, and indeed,
Myrwn's
he's
got
about
flash,
to
public
CS,
execution on the
that's the play
CC.
top, but Myrwn's in trouble.
Myrwn is
Shin's
just
coming
dead.
in too, but now the flash goes forward. It's not enough.
See how fast he stacked his Doom, though?
Not too bad for BLG.
Yeah, I think the rest of this lane is gonna be tough now, because Vin will get Hex Drinker, and then I think Myrwn's just gonna get farmed.
Yeah, look, it's good to be a bit safe. Like, still, it is going to be. a
He's
lot
gonna
coming
get
from
farmed.
Shun. He's being very
He flashed
proactive
because he
on this
thought he
late
could
season.
get Doom
So
back
we're
up
gonna
to
see,
CC
look
them,
at this
but
wave
he wasn't
here.
on
It's just
time.
coming in so big, and look,
Vex is the type of champion that should be good in a game like this, but isn't because the champion is too shit. You know what I mean? It's like, the purpose of the champion is literally to be good in games like these. But she's just too ass. She's just too cheeks.
A pixel away from a very lovely dredge and won't quite land. Pulls out the Cassiopeia again, though, does Viper, and is currently having a pretty fun time of it.
Like how on earth is she gonna do anything to a Hex Drinker Ambessa now?
Ezreal, once you get that Triforce online, you do feel a little bit better. You have your tiers starting to stack, but we're seeing Swifties already picked up here for Viper too. So
Papushka is better version of Vex for sure, yeah.
This team is, now we see the tunnel coming through. There's the cease and desist onto the backside. Does go forward. Viper
They just need to improve her passive, you know?
Ghost is good on, still just tanking up this line and holding them back.
Keep an eye on Shun as he's now coming down the back end of this.
I think if Vex's passive would just trigger when somebody dashes, I think it would be good then. Like, it just triggers, you know? Does a little bit of damage, stacks Doom, you don't have to do anything. Just a fucking arm comes out of Vex's shadow and just does damage, you know?
On the way out, sadly hitting that wall forced him to go forward, but now Dragon is still up and available, but not going to be taken as Elyoya playing with the idea, but maybe they're saying let's just back.
It was ult.
We've sort of seen Shun get a few more plays up. I'll have a look at the replay down here as they went to make this play topside as Shun comes
Camera?
on in.
What the hell were we
Observing
watching?
team is having a lot
The irony of Vex having a clown skin.
Photography we've been asking for as poor Myrwn there on the Vex does go down.
Look, it's okay. Still going that AP route too, so maybe not going to go the full tank sort of damage, but you know what? That's kind of nice to see. I think Vex does have that really explosive charge that they can get to these fights and just be a disruptor. You have that fear. It's going to do a lot.
And again, when you're following up on the Vi in these team fights, you hit whoever the Vi ults.
Yeah, Vex has the same balancing scheme as Annie, right?
You are, however, going to be flying face first into a Cassiopeia and a Nautilus. There is a world where that goes a little wrong. I think these team fights are going to be very intricate to check out.
Like Annie would be really broken if she could activate her stun whenever she wanted to. Like a toggle, you know? That would be really broken. Because she would have no downtime and no drawback at all.
Ambessa with the Akali. Theoretically the more dangerous side laners, but we'll see exactly how
England 3-2 Argentina? Are they playing right now, or are you just making a prediction? They're not playing right now. They're playing at 21, no?
Viper taking a beating of damage, but see if they can hold on. As On is up here as well, looking for the
prediction.
Viper might just have to be careful. Elyoya close to the wings.
Viper swapping into top. They got triple Void Grub. Ambessa in bot lane with Hex Drinker. Don't think Ezreal Bal can disrupt it, though.
As he might otherwise have done in another draft, is still in a very good spot in terms of the kills, in terms of the gold, and that's kind of been the price.
Lee opening on Ambessa's lane, Jojopyun hovering.
That's not the worst kind of price, unfortunately. Usually
Vi should just click Drake here, I think. This got TP, let's see if he's going to use it to top lane, and then maybe, just maybe, KOI can do something with TP advantage of Vex, because their tempo is better here.
These team fights, locking someone down. We'll have to see how they're going to be moving forward and doing a little bit more. We're looking at Akali.
Ugly football is best football, I'm going to be honest.
Not bad, and again, Jojo coming in against probably the best player in the world, is standing up just fine here right now. About 10 CS, got about 400 gold. Did pick up that kill when Knight turned it to plate. There is a dragon happening right now. Akali
Pretty football is bad gameplay, I think. Low EV, bro.
Below that red buff, 4v4 as it stands.
And Shun is here, might be looking for a play, but no, it's already secured. Tempered Fate's coming in, they've locked down one. There's a good hook, he's gonna beat up the miasma, is there.
That's
There's
wrong.
a petrifying gaze, it's all zero. No,
okay, bin, Viper, nice, enemy portal, 1 for 1. That's the Vex TP advantage. Vex arrives with her clown skin. Just walks around here with her oversized sleeves. Then gets the wave.
I think it was hoping perhaps a bit of black magic in the back end of that one. Jojo TP's top side does get Bin on the wrong side of the wall here.
Yeah, Bin's trying to hold on, taking him just about half health, but pops the potion now. It's just about slicing their way out, but Jojo's not scared to take this fight.
Binga, binga.
Knocking them down. Nivea able to just charge a bit.
Binga, binga.
And Nivea can turn
and he's
this on
out.
time.
Had got the repudiate, was all right there. The Hex Drinker also works out just fine. Have a look at the replay here, because the Dragon picks up that Tempered Fate, got a little spicy. The problem was they got on the wrong side of that miasma, and poor Alvaro ended up a little petrified. Shun, though, alongside Viper, also ended up just in that
Viper tried to find the pocket, but you know, MKOI's doing better than I thought. You know, they're doing better than I thought. I think they're doing better than I thought, and Jojopyun has a very good game state.
Seeing some resets coming forward, gold starting to move just a smidge again. It's a very close series so far. 4 kills to 3. I want to see some acceleration coming forward.
Exactly, and remember, it's just a best of 1 right now. That adds a certain amount of volatility, and of course, you're not done here if you lose this one, but it certainly puts you in a precarious position. And right now, MKOI have turned up, clearly prepared, and ready to tango with one of the very best in the world. This is the first stand champions, the MSI finalists, and the gold right now is close enough. Only 5 or so 100 in favor of BLG, but they are now grouped up around this turret.
Yeah, look, they're really trying to siege this and trying to just take this top side. As you can see,
So sure what Viper is buying, guys. Yeah, Sapphire Crystal and the makings of a Proto Belt.
Long enough, it is still some solid tower plates there, but it is a siege and a half from BLG here, and they're trying to put that pressure on the map, get some gold in their pockets.
It is, and again, for the side of MKOI, you're the team with the Anivia, with the Vex looking to try and get value out of the early stage, and the fact that I'm looking at Knight, who on the melee champion is still even in CS. Bin kind of doing fine. He's got the Hex Drinker. He's into double AP.
That's the Proto Belt.
I have a horrible feeling we're about to hit a mid game where BLG.
Proto Belt's just good into bot, I think. I don't mind it too much.
A touch of bother as the wall comes down, but it's a very good sugar can flip out, and I think
his base is just aligned better with the items that he has, plain and simple. That's the Nautilus all gone. UG taking over River here, doing it in a 2-2 formation. Shun behind Knight.
more even.
Bar showed on mid, and Viper is going all the way. Find a little snack. Viper flashes instead of proto belting. What's the point of buying this item, Viper? If that's what we're gonna do. Myrwn almost has passive again. Almost has passive. Look at the gloom. Look at the gloom.
Now it's a fight over this blue buff. Let's see if they can take a little bit more.
That's a hook onto the Bardo. That's an E onto the Bardo. Bardo gets cooked. Where's Ezreal? Ezreal got zoned off completely and looped all the way around with his Trinity Force. And Myrwn gets solo boloed in the top lane. How did he get solo boloed from that spot?
It was the dive. That's what I said. You can
Damn.
never count an Ambessa out of these fights no matter what. And they
Super
can
base for
do
Trinity
it.
Force.
He is in.
I think
They are
MKOI
one
played
of
too
the
fast.
best top laners in the world.
If they wait for this Trinity Force, I think they can actually win, bro.
At the replay here, exactly what he did. Lands the public execution. And it turns out, sometimes that ability name is right on the money.
Yeah.
It is right on the money, public execution.
Just on one, get that nice little guillotine straight in, and you're happy as
Welcome to France.
Yams.
There you go.
That's it. I got it in there. I know it. But now, game started to slow down. It is a 1k gold lead for BLG. They're going to be looking at this.
Knight looking
Knight's
for
doing
first
a really
tower.
good job sitting in these side lanes and just taking away.
Myrwn counter picks LO.
He's gone the gunblade route to be able to play some of those more extended fights, get some sustain in there, and again,
I don't think so. Linus fails.
Relatively wise into things like the
I think that odds are that
G2
G2 planned this for quite some time, and something at MSI was distraught, broke the camel's back. Myrwn doesn't get his gloom up. I don't know, this champion being anti-dash is so fake.
That's unfortunate. The rook falls, and the king of the LPL just comes on in and claims another skull.
Oh, it's just
The theory is there, you know.
Straight to the catacombs. We knew MKOI might have been living down there, but now they're really struggling. They're trying to find their way, but BLG, they know it, and it's a map inside their brain.
And unfortunately, Myrwn picked this Vex, looked for this fun counter pick, got ganked, first death, loses a solo kill to Bin.
All these gloom procs.
As well. That's not a great spot to be. Roll quest, as we saw, just
I think they just need to let the gloom proc easier, you know.
Close enough game, and now you look to the top of your screen. 2,500 to BLG. They've got the grubs. They've got their solo lane.
Is that Nightmare casting? I think it's his brother, Initialise.
TP's flying.
Yeah, it's already coming in as Elyoya.
The gloom is now in MKOI voice comms. Let's see how they pull off this team fight. Vibe has no flash. A bar ult on him would be nice. That's an Nautilus ult. They can actually kite back and hit Bin here. If they can CC chain Bin and kill him, maybe they can win this. MKOI's fight doesn't look too bad, honestly. MKOI can win. Good kiting back there. Elyoya flashes for the bonk. No, Bin lives. Bro, they're all living with 1 HP. They're all living with 1 HP. Supa gets the President Mind proc. Supa! Holy, President Mind mana went crazy here.
Let's see if Jojo's able to do a little bit more. They've got the health. Knight is low. Sure can flip back.
Shunzilla is looking for some resonating strikes.
Let's see if they can take the
Supa needs to be really careful. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Supa E'd in the worst place possible, by the way. Like, what was that E?
Gets away with it. That's the additional
It's a melee into Akali.
BLG turn up.
Supa.
Got the angle on in,
Supa.
but Supa gets
Hey, good kiting back there from MKOI. They're actually using their compositional gap, because look how they kite back here on Binga Binga's engage. Binga Binga tried to send it, but he's very lonely. He lands on Super Duper, and then the Vi ult and the Anivia CC with the Alvaro Q. Binga Binga, no mercs, but he survives with 1 HP somehow. Way too long.
Is just trying to get the damage off. But still, BLG.
You know, if BLG just walk away after that, they could have had a winner. But Supa gets President Mind procs, so he gets all his mana back.
They got a lot of gold onto Supa here. The extended play. Knight thought he might have the angle. He certainly wasn't walking away, so he tries to take one with him. The Twilight Shroud down. Thought maybe here with the Gunblade, the Q auto, but Supa just says
Holy
no.
gloom maxing.
Just says no indeed. Rift Herald now up on the map. Love to see where it's going to go, as we do also know it's an Ocean Soul.
I'm gonna release a guide on how to gloom max. Whenever anyone speaks to you, just sigh out loudly. Someone comes to you and says, Jacob, are you hungry? You want to go out and eat?
And again, if you do fights, that's going to be true. We'll have a look at the
And don't
replay.
say anything.
Like Knight with this
Gloom
solo
maxing.
we saw a little earlier on, and again the observers with the T-Tor.
Nah, Vex having this clown skin is too funny, bro.
That was fire, and I called that. It happens every time.
And then after a long pause, you say, sure.
Guaranteed, but it is also BLG doing it all over.
If you want to.
Doing such a good job with it too.
So, let's do a little bit of checking in on the game state, where we're at right now. Dragon apiece, Grubs are still to BLG. They've still got a good gold lead here, but MKOI again, it was a solid fight.
Gloom
Got some
maxing.
goals in important places, specifically Supa. He's got a notable gold lead with the Myrwn mana on its way to a transformation as well. If there is someone you're going to need from MKOI to pop up to win this, it's going to be that Ezreal.
So Cristiano Ronaldo. Anivia will be here to wall that. Jojopyun, wall that shit. R2, boom. Oh, Myrwn!
Just able to survive a little bit more.
Do it, Myrwn. Do it.
Very low, but it's not worth chasing.
Does get the flash
You
on
die if
Myrwn
you did.
again, and again, it's
Ooh.
just about okay. Knight, not quite sniped out there by Supa, but again, it's cooldown economy. Coming into a dragon fight, you are not going to have that flash, and on the
It is kind of crazy that all the animals in Winnie the Pooh just represent different drug addictions. Kind of crazy.
Teams a little bit more, especially Elyoya.
Kind of crazy.
Need to be looking at them. They're going to be that big front line because that's really the only one that's in there. It's all squishy damage behind. So you have to be so careful. So a Black Cleaver's just going to start shredding.
What's Piglet?
That's gonna be it. And again, Shun being this fed is a
Wait, what? What do you mean, bro? Winnie the Pooh? I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about drugs on a EWC broadcast, so I will refrain from doing so. Some other day. Way too deep for BLG. Way too deep. Akali's pushing for free and they just force a team fight like this. 1 minute before the objective. Very, very bad for BLG.
What it is, though, again, is looking for the vision control. Baron's still a little ways off, so that's not going to be a possibility. But it's also things like some of those summoners coming on down. But we kept most of them there, though, so that'll be the end of that one. And again, keep your eyes on some of those second items starting to get completed. Supa's got that transformation.
Will MKOI do the impossible and beat BLG?
Viper. Does Knight get the Shadow Flame, though? That'll be a big
BLG Vipers in the chat complaining.
Of course, he stopped off for the Hex drink, understandably, for the 1v1 matchups in those sides.
Akali could have pushed off for free and they could have just waited. And then the moment someone shows top, then they can retake. Myrwn. Okay. Ooh, misses the shuriken. Nah, this champion is so fake counter into dash champs. Really fake counter. Like, Knight doesn't even have Mercs. Even though Mercs are amazing this game. He just went for soak shoes because he saw the AP, which is understandable too.
More important for the team than the 0 and 5 Vex, so we'll see what
everyone say hello to Korean.
Teleport not available for Knight is for Myrwn, and that could hurt potentially around a dragon set.
Flash on Vi.
But with Yoya on the wrong side of the map, maybe that allows a little bit of grace in the timings.
We can just take a second here. We've hit 20 minutes. The Baron's on the board. Love to see what these teams looking at. Dragons
it's another
really
objective situation where Akali has no ultimate.
Where do they want the vision? Where do they want to start making the moves? Because you did just burn a couple summoners in a couple plays on both sides. It's a bit of a hands in the air. I just don't care. Where are they going to go?
That's exactly that. Have a look at this replay again, because Knight got that level advantage even to the top laner, who's supposed to have that experience role quest, remember, and didn't look particularly happy, but it did get the fear and enough damage from the turret to at least allow Yoya with that flash Q to get something back.
But looking back in live, there is a bit of a fight going on. They're trying to get a little bit more damage off, but let's see if they can get anything off it. Doing
BLG.
Moving forward. They're just throwing things left, right, and center.
They are in river first. Cassio, very defensive posturing. BLG pulling the Drake down, so they need to loop around and find angles. Would love to see some of them BLG to be on the left-hand side, but BLG creating a full front to back. That's a hook on Vex. Ambessa ultimate on Vex. I don't know how good it is. Myrwn's got no flash. Ooh, the kickaroo. But that's 1 for 1. I don't know how good that is. Because now you lose your jungle and you can't press a Nash. Knight is doing MLG montages for no reason. Just a little E into the shroud. Alright, son.
So they'll be happy enough with that.
Not too bad at the end of the world, but now it is, again, the next objective on the board. Baron is there.
I heard dubstep playing in my mind with Knight did that.
Coming back into form.
That's the one. Baron, probably our next port of call. The gold
Let's continue.
Has kind of shrunk away here, hasn't it? Under 1,000 gold is pretty good news for MKOI, who were in danger of being blown out as some of those side lane plays started to happen.
Paying attention now.
The gold lead. He's now back to
BLG, will they look to pressure Nash or will they look for more item breakpoints? 2 items on Ambessa would be nice. More Mochus is a big finish. Ooh, just a flat Shojin. Alright. We might see BLG just twist the knob and kick it up a notch. Because they have incentives to want to pressure and want to fight. Ambessa also very close to 16.
Straight off MSI, there's not a lot of time to turn things around, get over, get set up. And it's game one, it's a best of one, it can get a bit spicy. BLG have really improved their late game from the early split woes, where we kind of had that nickname bad late game because their team fighting a little later on was sometimes a little inconsistent. Probably the way to put it. We'll have a look at the replay here.
Supa just missed Q on a minion. I saw it before the replay cut.
Really has improved, especially when people like On are feeling it, and it's a wonderful kick from Shun. He trades his life for it, but it is the extra kill.
Not the end. That's pretty good if you ask me. You trade those kills, but still, you want to have Shun in these big fights and able to hold on.
Jojopyun, so very ill health. Akali was in bad conditions, but then just farmed Myrwn on side. Myrwn is just like, I don't know, it's just gold rations. But the Pro Cinders always build Blackfire Torch, what makes it better than Luden's. Cooldown reduction is just such a big damage amplifier and utility amplifier for Syndra because of how her QCD works and her Q stacking on R works and her Q synergy with E and how often she E's because Qs are on CD and are on the floor. Cooldown ability haste is just a broken stat for Syndra.
Not too bad. It's a great lock in here. They're taking the score 13 to 11. They're crawling back. Gold lead is still low. Let's see if they take it a little bit further and start looking at the Baron. It's a 4v5.
It is. They can get it to put down some of these wards in the zone.
Well,
control is strong.
Not too bad, you know. MKOI is so strong
in
enough on to back. Like this is an unplayable Nautilus game. Very tough game for everybody to play. Like compositionally, MKOI is way better. It's way better. As much as Myrwn is a meme, the Vex champion just fearing one dash in a teamfight can be the difference maker. And Binga really needs to buy Mercury's.
Cancelling out that
Mercury
threads.
threads.
A little bit of tempo playing right there, but now they're looking at this scuttle, and it is just the team trying to play really smart, looking at these objectives too. But now the picks are coming in. We can see MKOI can.
It is a miserable Cassie game to play, to be fair. Like, the enemy team has like very good champions into you. Anivia, Ezreal, Bard.
So he can't do the damage.
I'm telling you guys, the composition of BLG, like MKOI is primed for an upset win here.
Position there. Oops. Sometimes guys, even as casters, are capable of making an error or two, just on occasion.
Yeah, as long as Vex stops one dash, whether that's Lee, Akali, Ambessa, it's cool. Alright, Binga has Mercs now. Binga is the one who scales. I don't know about Elyoya's purchase here. He's going for Abyssal Mask, which I understand with double AP, but I guess it works. The enemy has double AP. I didn't think too much about it, but it's good. Abyssal Mask is fine, yeah. It's okay. Cassio and Akali, yeah. It's cool. I like it.
Coming up, and that would be sole point for BLG if they can claim, and Baron also a possibility.
I'm just looking at the players in this right now. Knight, who we've seen do some phenomenal plays across the map, is only 400 gold up on Jojo. Like, they are so equal right now, item-wise, gold. Like, it is so close of a series. Just for these mid laners alone, I think their impact really.
Yeah, move speed is also a very good stat. Like, move speed is a stat that can be translated into range in many different forms. So, for example, for anyone that plays Sivir, like, you get so much move speed from your passive that it doesn't feel that you are as low range as you would be if you didn't get the move speed.
The problem in this game is the people who are diving are also doing the damage. So Viper and Supa in particular are going to have to be very wary of the people looking for their heads. Dragon started.
Kali on a fatty flank here. Fatty flank. This would just be the third Drake for BLG, so if MKOI can get like a lot of CC here. On sends it. Ooh. Knight is not sending it. Cassio is getting so much value because of the engage. He actually got contact. BLG's comp is so hard to play.
They're looking to make moves, but BLG decide it's worth staying back.
It is Knight tries to back out. That was on the flank, got zoned off a little bit, but again, it's a little messy, but they did get
Elyoya being dead. Not so sure. Elyoya should be able to find ways to get out. No, how on earth does he die?
And now you're in the catch-22. You're down soul point. Viper ghosting in. Just have to back away.
Viper is psychopath.
That mid lane turret critically. Knight, hang on. Alvaro just about able to dodge away from the shuriken flip, and Knight a known quantity now.
Oh, look, Knight is here. Just
MKOI's draft is unbelievably broken. It's very strong.
now trying to get this vision around the
It is
Baron.
very
Keeps coming
strong.
Back to it. It's been up for 7 minutes. No team is able to lock it down first. Supa is just a little bit too low.
There was a
They
train
need to
passing my
reset
window.
here.
Wait, a
Supa
train?
could potentially
I don't know what it
go for a
was.
play, because it's just low enough to lock it down. And this could be the hit. Supa!
Nah, Supa, you freak.
Arcane shift over the wall. Stays alive a little
Super,
bit
like, can you take stock of the situation and tell yourself, you know what, we can beat BLG here.
We talk about LPL teams play for this all the
Vex
time.
is a Myrwn
Between
classic into
objectives
Dash
where your
Champions top.
ultimates are less
This is really
important,
Ambessa.
you look to
This is
blow
a
things
high
like
value
flashes
Vex
from
game,
mid laners, from
but
AD carries. Because guess what? Then you don't have it for that soul fight.
Vex is still Vex. That's the issue with Vex. Vex is still Vex.
Ezreal has been for BLG to lock down consistently. That's a big win as far as I'm concerned.
Big thing there, though, it is an Ezreal. You have the Arcane Shift, you can dash away still, but as long as you lock them down, you have a Nautilus. The Dredge is going to be pretty good, so you have to be super
Are you an
careful.
anti-Vexer?
Big power spike starting to come in. Knight with a shadow.
Philip La Shadow Flam here for Knight, but the enemy has incentive already to buy MR.
Popping up there as well, very, very dangerous indeed. And the thing is,
I hate Vex because of
yes, you've got
Riftbound.
the Arcane Shift, but
Yeah,
you're
the
still
champion
gonna deal with
card,
depth
the champion
from,
unit, the 4 cost, no power is
Akali
very
with
stupid, I
all
think.
of her mobility, rocket belts, and perfect executions and public executions as well from Ambessa. Lee Sin coming from a flank angle gets very, very difficult. And you've only got the one dash to help out with that. Sure, Super with a magical
Leads into
journey.
bot lane. MKOI, if they had info on how BLG is positioned, I think they could force Nash right now.
Baron is up.
Like,
No teams really started that, but it
you have
is
both
MKOI
solo lanes of
controlling
BLG
that
just
side of the river
stealing
right
side
now.
waves,
Couple minutes
and we
until
had
sole
2 people on
possibility
base
for
while Viper is
BLG.
posturing defensively. It is crazy that they get away with that with no vision on Nash and only 1 blue trinket in pocket. Just because MKOI is just full showing on mid.
We all thought BLG was going to come in and just blast
Leave
their way
Thingamwich
through,
with the
but
prime.
No, MKOI doing a really good job there. They're facing a crowd. They're in the catacombs, but they are holding on and they're finding the light. Let's just see if they
Did he
can
say
get
they're
into
in the
lane and
catacombs?
outside.
Exactly that. And again, I don't think it's necessarily that BLG have been playing poorly. They've actually made some good moves. There's some really good side lane solo kills. But I think then the way I want to phrase it is that I think MKOI have stepped up. They have delivered, and they are looking like a good
Why
team.
we-
This game was
Viper
one
thought he was Faker.
Can't quite get it, and we are playing for river control again.
Everything for a crab, bro. So Drake spawns in 130, bro. We all just agreed that this crab is the most important thing. No idea what Elyoya just did. He gets bot ulted, but he's in miasma. Myrwn, Elyoya gets the ult off. I think, ooh, Jojopyun is still very strong. Bro, Elyoya, all he needs to do is just not go in first. And then I think MKOI's comp just carries them, bro. It just carries them straight up. Their comp is so OP. It's so strong.
They were very low. 2 members were kill shot ready. So big play. Let's watch the replay here as well. You can see it was trying to be started on, wanted to make that move, but everything just got in the way. Walls, snowstorms. It was just not enough. And it was Shun who did get the nice little scuttle crab. So not the end of the world. It's all about that vision control like we talk about. But now it's all about starting these fights and straight into the back line. And that public execution was great.
The Tempered Fate bought a lot of time, but again, Alvaro went flat.
It's a nice CC there from Myrwn. Very nice CC. Look how fast this passive stacked again, bro. I don't know if it's a visual bug, but didn't he insta-stack passive there?
Just doing an absolute
There's
load of damage.
now with the amount of CDR he has and being level 16, I feel like he's gonna have perma doom up. So let me pull up how Vex's scales.
100%.
I feel like Vex Vex just needs to cancel some dashes.
This is going to be a big fight.
So the fear duration is 1.5 seconds at level 13. And based on level, at minute 16, the cooldown is only 16 seconds. It's a static cooldown. Wow. Temper Fate. Oh, Vex ult missed. The bottle need to be more valuable. I feel like Jojopyun needs to play way more aggressive. I feel like Supa and Jojopyun need to trust their champions a little bit more, you know? Let them play. Binga gets insta-exhausted. Elyoyito. Here comes Akali. Dives deep to save Bin. I think that's game. I think it's just skill gap, guys. I have to say, I think that Supa and Jojopyun need to play way more aggressive. I feel like they didn't realize how broken they are. Billie Eilish, Ocean Soul is just cooking completely.
Oh, it's superb stuff. You want to win AWC, you're going to need to crack a few eggs. Jojo finally falls. The Ocean Soul value in the extended...
Yeah, I think Supa and Jojopyun needed to have way more presence in the fight, bro. Like, they need to push forward and play, and like, you know, Ezreal gets E cooldown back off after hitting 1.5 Qs.
The thing is, there's 30 seconds on the wave clear. BLG smell blood in the water. And maybe a little bit of that omelette frying, eh? Towards the Nexus turret they go. Tempered Fate buys some time.
Lights too bright for MKOI.
Stop the onslaught, but Bilibili Gaming will
This is weak League of Legends, and it comes from Europe. This was very, very losable.
Gaming. And this is why they're one of the best. Yes,
very. They had a chance here. Generally had a chance. They had a chance.
And wow,